Our next video is on complementary events. Now, the complement of an event is basically the fact that the event does not occur. So when I'm talking about rolling a dice and I'm talking about rolling a 1, the complement would be not rolling a 1. Now, because we know the other examples on what the dice would be, that would include rolling a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, or a 6. If I'm talking about an event of what's the probability that it will rain tomorrow, the complement of it will just simply be what is the probability of it not raining tomorrow. For example, that includes if it's cloudy, if it's hailing, if it's snowing, if it's sunny. But can we see how it's really easy to just find the complement of an event by just saying it not happening? So last lesson we talked about the range of probabilities, and what that really meant was that every single outcome of a probability added up to 1. So when we have the probability of an event, we can quite easily find the complement of the event by just subtracting it from 1. Okay? So what we've got here is an example of our complement events. So Lisa selects a card at random from a normal pack of cards. Now, you need to know that there are actually 52 cards in a deck of cards, okay? The HSC kind of assumes you know that. I think people don't really play cards as much these days, but that's just something you need to keep in the back of your head. In a deck of cards, there are 4 suits, okay? And there are 13 cards in each suit. There's the numbers 1 to 10, all right? 1/ace, okay? And then there's jacks, queens, and kings. And what is not included are the joker cards, okay? So if we include the 2 extra joker cards, there are 54. But what we normally assume is that a normal 52 card deck, okay? So when we look at the probability of a 10, we know that there are 4 10s out of 52 cards. So as a fraction, that's going to give us 1 in 13. But this question is asking us what is the probability of not picking a 10. Okay, and how we just do that is we write a line on top. So the chance of this not happening would be 1 minus 1 in 13. And that is going to give us 12 out of 13. All right, now that's the answer to question A. The answer to question B is not a blackjack. So we want to find the probability of a black jack, okay? And so what that's going to be is 2 out of 52, because there is a jack of clubs and a jack of spades, simplifies to 1 out of 26. Now, the probability of not a black jack, all right, is going to be found by doing 1 minus 26, and that's just going to be 25 out of 26. Our last example is a picture card. Now, when we talk about picture cards, we really just care about these 3, the jack, the queen, and the king. Now, if we know that there are 4 jacks, 4 queens, and 4 kings, all right, the probability of a picture card is going to be 12 out of 52, okay? And we got 12 because we did 4 plus 4 plus 4, and that gives us 3 out of 13. And the probability of not a picture card must be 10 out of 13, okay? So here we found the events happening. Here we found the complements of all the events, okay? So here in our next question, we want to find the complement of E after given E. So if E is a fraction, that's actually really easy. We just do 1 minus 1 over 5. That gives us 4 out of 5. If E is a decimal, that's also very easy. We just do 1 minus 0.9. That gives us 0.1. If E is a percentage, now we can't do 1 minus because we know that 1 is the same as a 100%. So let's do 100% minus 62%, and that will give us 38%. And last but not least, now this ratio is a little different because if we're given something 1 to 4, then this is our outcome, this is our total, And so it's basically saying it's 1 over 4. And if we know the complement of 1 over 4 is when we do 1 minus that, then the ratio of something not happening would be 3 to 4. All right, and that's probably the most difficult one in this set of questions.